So at this point, I've seen so many people say that they want Kang's story concluded and wrapped up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe rather than just moving on and either not addressing it at all or simply throwing out a statement out there like, well, we're lucky the TVA took care of Kang, all the Kangs out there, which is kind of a hard sell at this point in time after we've seen the post-credit scene for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Like, yes, the TVA is monitoring all of the Kangs, but how have they not seen a massive gathering of a ton of different variants of Kang the Conqueror? Unfortunately, nothing will really ever come of that post-credit scene. Marvel has moved on from Kang to Doom, but we do have some good news on the Kang front, as it's being reported by many different insiders at this point that Marvel Studios has essentially made up their minds and has decided to include a conclusion to Kang's story in Avengers Doomsday. Reportedly, Marvel has a plan now to wrap up his arc in the MCU. And if some of the reports we've heard are true about how Marvel Studios plans to essentially eliminate Kang from the MCU and wrap up his story arc, then Marvel Studios has something pretty good planned. But there is some bad news that comes with this. Originally, Screen Geek reported an exclusive that Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige was considering bringing back Jonathan Majors. This got fans really excited, but apparently the Marvel Studios president has changed his mind and decided against it, because what we've heard lately is that even though Marvel is considering and is most likely now going to wrap up the Kang story, they will not bring Jonathan Majors back, but they will in fact recast him. And this comes as a real big bummer to a lot of fans who would love to see Jonathan Majors return. In fact, I've seen a lot of videos out there recently talking about how this was one of the biggest mistakes that Marvel Studios could have ever done, pivoting away from Kang the Conqueror's story in the MCU. Yes, firing Jonathan Majors, but also choosing to not recast him after they fired him. Because now we are going into Avengers Doomsday with essentially no build-up whatsoever for Doctor Doom. They could do something in the Fantastic Four. Doom is rumored to have a cameo in that film, but even if this ends up being true, it's probably only going to be a quick little cameo and not nearly enough to set him up as the big bad. Hopefully we get a pretty solid, strong post-credit scene. I don't doubt that Marvel was considering bringing Jonathan Majors back as Kang. It's very clear at this point in time they are talking about how to conclude Kang's story, so they don't just leave it there. So it's not like, hey, in the post-credit scene of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, we showed you that one person, or rather millions of variants of one person, are an insanely huge threat to the entire multiverse. Oh wait, never mind, they're just gone. That honestly really sucks, and for the people who aren't watching YouTube videos about Marvel every week and keeping up with all of the news, they don't know any of this. So imagine how confused a general audience would be if you just got rid of a character / characters who were really built up and then all of a sudden just vanished and a new villain came into play. It's a smart move by Marvel to conclude his story, to wrap it up. And the finalizing of the Avengers Doomsday script is happening right now. It is not yet complete. Filming has reportedly been delayed by a month because the script has not yet been completed. And most of us are okay with that. Get this story right. Get Doom right. Get Secret Wars right. That's what we want. And in the process of writing this completely new script, it seems Marvel Studios has written in a story that will wrap up Kang's arc. And apparently they're going to do this by having Doom kill Kang. Now, I've talked about this before when theorizing on my own. I think this is an incredible idea. I think this is a great idea because it will establish how strong Doom is. In a situation that Marvel Studios is in right now, and really all of us fans as well, with our new big bad not having been established at all in the MCU yet, to show how powerful Doom is, to show how big of a force he is, it would be a great idea to have him kill Kang. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not an ideal scenario. The ideal scenario would have been playing Kang out through the remainder of the multiverse saga. I really liked Kang as a villain, and I was really looking forward to the multiverse saga ending with Kang and the Council of Kangs being defeated by the Avengers. I wish we could have gotten that, but hey, we are where we are right now. It is what it is, and Marvel Studios has a plan now. According to My Time to Shine Hello, they have decided on what they're going to do, how they're going to conclude the story, and having Doom kill Kang will do something pretty amazing for the character. We'll talk about what that is in just a bit. But first, thank you to Factor for sponsoring this video. If you have been following the channel, you know that I love Factor. And this year, they have been a big part of my New Year's resolution to try and eat healthier, plus trying not to go out for food too much this year as well. They also save you a ton of time with their chef-made gourmet meals that make eating, well, easy. Their meals are dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes. Super convenient, super quick, plus they taste amazing. So if you're busy like me, it's perfect. Plus, if you're trying to lose some weight as well, it's even more perfect. You can lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto meals. This is based on randomized controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto. Results vary upon a diet and exercise, of course, but they've been really helping me with my weight loss. They taste great and you have so many options. You have 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week. And it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals, whether that's calorie restriction, protein, keto. They've got what you need. Plus wholesome smoothies, grab and go snacks, breakfast, and more. So if you're trying to hit your weight goals this year, Factor can definitely help. And it's the perfect time to get started right now. Just go to factormeals.com/cosmicwonder50 off and use code cosmicwonder50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code cosmicwonder50 off at factormeals.com/cosmicwonder50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. So yes, Doom killing Kang will set up Doom as a big threat, but it's so much more than that because you can't just kill one Kang. Doom has to kill them all. That's what they set up with the post-credit scene for Quantumania. It's not just one person coming after the Avengers. It's an army of one person and his variants. Doom will essentially have to wipe away Kang from existence, meaning every one of his variants will be wiped away as well. At the very least, he has to get rid of the main council of Kangs, the 3 leaders, Immortus, Ramatut, and the Scarlet Centurion. This will not only establish him as a huge threat to the Avengers, but to the audience as well, and the TVA. Because don't forget, Loki is going to be a big part of the multiverse saga. Right now, he is holding the multiverse together. And from what we've heard and know, Loki is going to have to be dethroned. And I don't exactly think he's just going to leave. I think Doom might forcefully take him out of the throne. And I think this might be because Loki actually confronts Kang. Right now, the TVA's primary job is to look for Kang variants. That's what they do. And they even saw a Kang in the quantum realm. They mentioned that at the end of Loki season 2, and they say that one of the Avengers took care of him. They're talking about Ant-Man and Quantumania. So they see everything everywhere, except for some reason the big giant mass gathering of thousands of Kangs, maybe millions. But anyways, if they see all the Kangs out there, then they see one person just delete them all. Well, that person's going to be on their radar, especially if he's going around doing multiversal things. Doom is the villain, so we're assuming he has something to do with the destruction of the multiverse, for whatever reason it may be. In the comics, he actually tries to save the multiverse, but ultimately ends up becoming God Emperor Doom of the only thing that's left afterwards, Battleworld. And I'm sure they'll switch that up a bit in the movie. So when he deletes the Kangs, which is what should happen, he's definitely going to be on the radar of the TVA, and he'll probably end up taking over the TVA and dethroning Loki. Whether that's destroying the entire thing or physically taking over. Regardless, if he does this, it's big enough to really set the pace for just how bad Doom is. And if the plan really is for Doom to defeat Kang, I think they go all out. I think they have him defeat all of them, not just one variant, but many. Either way, it looks like we are going to have some type of closure, which is great. It sucks they got rid of Jonathan Majors and the Kang storyline in general, but at least this way, it's not left unfinished. At least this way, we do get closure. But go ahead, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments down below. Do you think Doom should kill just Kang, just one variant? Will that be enough, or do you think he should wipe them all out? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest MCU news. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.